I cried. Like, I mean, it was like, it was scary. When you're going in for the surgery, it could be the last time you see the people you love.
Damon Wayans, the talented comedian and actor, won over audiences with his role as Michael Kyle in the popular sitcom My Wife and Kids. His sharp humor and easygoing charm made him a beloved figure on TV screens around the world. But what has Damon been up to since the show ended? While fans have continued to follow his career, his life behind the scenes has been marked by a series of health challenges. Let's take a closer look at what really happened to Damon Wayans after My Wife and Kids and the struggles he's faced along the way. The on-set drama between Lethal Weapon stars Crawford and Damon Wayans. After My Wife and Kids ended, Damon Wayans seemed poised for continued success. He took on various roles, including a guest appearance in an episode of Happy Together. However, Damon was eyeing a bigger opportunity, starring in the Lethal Weapon TV series, which was set to air on Fox. The chance to play Roger Murtaugh, a character he connected with on a personal level, was an exciting new chapter in his career. But what should have been a major career move soon turned into a difficult experience. Tensions began to rise between Damon and his co-star, Crawford, who played Martin Riggs. Reports of on-set conflicts began to surface, painting a picture of a strained working relationship. The situation escalated when a video emerged, showing Crawford making derogatory remarks about Damon, fueling rumors of deep-seated animosity between the two. The behind-the-scenes tension between Damon Wayans and Crawford during the filming of Lethal Weapon was no secret, but the extent of their strained relationship came to light in a rather dramatic way. While many actors can work through their differences and even form lasting friendships, Wayans and Crawford found themselves in a much more difficult situation. Their clashing personalities created a toxic environment that worsened over time, making the set a tense place to be. Despite efforts to maintain professionalism, the working relationship between Wayans and Crawford deteriorated to the point where it became impossible to ignore. The tensions between Damon Wayans and Crawford on the set of Lethal Weapon reached a boiling point during the filming of Season 2. Like many incidents in Hollywood, their feud wasn't just whispered about. It was captured on an open microphone, exposing the toxic dynamic between the two actors. As Wayans and Crawford's disagreements grew more intense, a heated argument between them was unknowingly recorded, offering a glimpse into just how strained their relationship had become. The breaking point came during the filming of an action-heavy episode directed by Crawford himself. According to reports from Variety, the tension escalated dramatically while shooting a scene that involved an explosion. Wayans was injured during this sequence when a piece of shrapnel hit him on the back of the head, causing a laceration. The incident left Wayans visibly shaken and frustrated. The following day, when Wayans returned to the set, the injury sparked an argument between the two co-stars. Wayans expressed his discomfort with performing another stunt under Crawford's direction, fearing for his safety after the previous day's mishap. This disagreement quickly spiraled into a heated exchange, all while the cameras and microphones were still rolling. Though neither actor seemed to realize they were being recorded, their frustration was palpable, with both clearly fed up with one another. In the aftermath, Wayans briefly posted a video of his injury on Twitter, showcasing the cut he had sustained, before eventually deleting it. This public glimpse into the on-set drama confirmed long-standing rumors that the two leads were in constant conflict. The captured audio and video only solidified the growing narrative that their working relationship had deteriorated beyond repair. Damon Wayans has been open about the toxic dynamic that developed between him and his co-star Crawford during the filming of Lethal Weapon, especially after the conflict became public knowledge. Like many Hollywood feuds, it divided fans and garnered significant media attention. Both Wayans and Crawford offered their perspectives on what went wrong, though their accounts differed in key ways. Wayans decided to break his silence following Crawford's firing from the show. In a series of now-deleted tweets, he shared his side of the story, beginning with a video of the on-set injury he sustained while filming a scene directed by Crawford. The clip showed Wayans being struck by shrapnel during an explosion sequence, and he pointed out the irony of how the injury occurred under Crawford's watch. In one of the tweets, Wayans wrote, "Now that the fate of the show is solidified, I'd like to address the Twitter outrage with this video and image to follow. How does the shrapnel from this hit me on the opposite side of the head?" Directed by @ClayCrawford. Wayans didn't stop there. He shared more details about his experience working with Crawford, alleging that the atmosphere on set had become hostile. In another post, Wayans accused Crawford of creating a toxic environment, writing, "Since Warner Bros. Is not defending me at all, here's another photo of images other people were posting in and around the lot. Not me. He became uninsurable, relished in making women cry, and struck fear in cast and crew. But don't blame him." Though Wayans publicly aired his grievances, he maintained that he didn't hold any lasting animosity after Crawford's departure from the show. In a later statement, Wayans expressed no ill will toward his former co-star, saying, "I wish him the best. Onward and upward for everybody. It's a lot looser." With Crawford gone, Wayans seemed ready to move forward, though the tension between the two left a lasting mark on the show and its cast. Crawford has also spoken out about his much-publicized feud with Damon Wayans on the set of Lethal Weapon, with Crawford taking to Instagram to respond to Wayans' accusations. In a lengthy post, Crawford admitted to being reprimanded twice during the filming of the show. He acknowledged the first incident, but focused on the second, which occurred during an episode he directed. Addressing the on-set injury Wayans sustained, Crawford wrote, "An actor on set felt unsafe because a piece of shrapnel from an effect hit him. It was an unfortunate event that happened in spite of all safety precautions and procedures being followed." While he expressed regret over the incident, Crawford took responsibility as the director, explaining that safety protocols had been observed, but accidents can still happen. The tension between the two actors reached a boiling point after this incident. According to the Wrap, Crawford recounted the argument that followed, explaining that he had put up with Wayans' violence for 2 years and was just over it. He claimed that Wayans made the situation worse by suggesting that people were deliberately targeting him, which escalated tensions. Crawford said, "It wasn't that he was injured, it was that he continued to say everyone targeted him." That's when it made a turn, and he started to say that people should be fired. During the heated exchange, Crawford reportedly told Wayans that he could be replaced and went as far as saying he's a waste of space and that nobody cares. He also suggested that the version of the argument shown to the public had been edited, stating, "They didn't show the whole tape. They gave you just a nice little piece." Despite the tension, Crawford maintained that he didn't harbor hatred toward Wayans, instead pointing the blame at the show's leadership. Reflecting on his time on Lethal Weapon, he acknowledged that his approach likely frustrated the show's producers, admitting, "I know they are making the show they always wanted to make, and I frustrated them constantly." While the feud became a major factor in Crawford's departure, he remained introspective about the situation, attributing the breakdown to broader issues beyond his relationship with Wayans. This feud is not the only challenge Damon has faced during Lethal. Damon Wayans got lethal after brain surgery. Damon Wayans, known for his role as LAPD Detective Roger Murtaugh in Fox's reboot of Lethal Weapon, shared some insight into the casting process for the show, particularly the challenge of finding the right actor to play Martin Riggs, a character made famous by Mel Gibson in the original film series. According to Wayans, many actors struggled to emulate Gibson's iconic delivery. "A lot of actors got caught up in sounding like Mel Gibson," Wayans explained, referencing how the role of Riggs was initially written with Gibson's unique cadence in mind. However, when Crawford eventually landed the part, Wayans noted that Crawford's Alabama accent naturally set him apart. "His spirit is so honest he would do that anyway," Wayans added, emphasizing that Crawford's authenticity helped him make the role his own. The TV adaptation of Lethal Weapon also delved deeper into Riggs's backstory, particularly focusing on the death of his pregnant wife, which became a key part of the character's emotional arc. Reflecting on his version of Riggs, Crawford commented, "What Mel Gibson did was so incredible in 1987, but I think that we, as an audience, kind of want things a little more grounded today." He also noted that the fight choreography had evolved from the more stylized kung fu of the 80s to a more realistic approach. "I keep it close and tight and fast because it's more reality-based," said Crawford, sharing how his own Alabama upbringing around firearms added to his comfort with the action scenes. Wayans' character, Murtaugh, underwent changes as well. While in the films, Murtaugh's main crisis revolved around turning 50, the TV series saw the character recovering from triple bypass heart surgery. Wayans, now 56, could personally relate to this storyline, having undergone brain surgery himself in December of the previous year due to a tumor on his pituitary gland. Recalling the experience, Wayans shared, "They went in through my nose, drove past my skull, and took this thing out the size of an egg." His recovery was grueling, lasting 3 months, during which even laughing caused him immense pain. "I couldn't laugh because laughing hurt so much I felt like my head would explode," he revealed. This health scare forced Wayans to reevaluate his priorities. He made the decision to step away from stand-up comedy, a career he had passionately pursued for over 30 years. "I'm at peace with it," Wayans said of his decision to retire from the stage, explaining that he wanted to spend more time with loved ones. Despite his love for comedy, Wayans found himself drawn to the Lethal Weapon script, feeling a connection to the character of Murtaugh. "I can relate to this guy," he said, ultimately signing on for 13 episodes filled with car chases, explosions, and action-packed scenes. Wayans also acknowledged the pressures that come with today's climate of political correctness, which further fueled his decision to leave stand-up behind. "We live in a climate of political correctness, and I don't want to be fodder for CNN," he admitted. Elaborating on the challenges comedians face in this era, Wayans made an analogy to car manufacturing. "Mercedes makes these incredible cars, but they have to crash them a lot before they can perfect them. Comedians are the same way with jokes." Despite the mounting challenges, Damon remained professional, doing his best to stay focused on his work. However, the ongoing drama took a toll on him, both mentally and physically. What had started as an exciting opportunity began to weigh heavily on Damon, marking a difficult period in his career. Health issues. In 2013, at the age of 53, Damon Wayans received a life-altering diagnosis: type 2 diabetes. This news was a harsh wake-up call, compelling him to rethink his lifestyle and make his health a top priority. Despite this new challenge, Damon remained dedicated to his career. He continued to tour and perform stand-up comedy, though the rigorous schedule and long hours took a toll on his ability to manage his diabetes effectively. The demands of his profession, coupled with his condition, made it increasingly difficult to maintain the energy and focus needed for his performances. Diabetes, a widespread condition affecting millions, cast a shadow over Damon's otherwise successful career. Yet, in true Wayans fashion, he approached this obstacle with resilience and determination. Known for his exuberant spirit and love for laughter, he faced the health challenge head-on, channeling the same drive that had fueled his career in entertainment. Rather than allowing diabetes to hinder his passion for comedy, Damon pushed forward with unwavering resolve. He continued to delight audiences across the country with his performances, undeterred by the personal battle he was fighting. Amid the spotlight and laughter of his comedy career, Damon Wayans was quietly battling the complexities of managing type 2 diabetes while adhering to a demanding schedule. The relentless travel, long hours, and grueling performance commitments tested his resilience and willpower, making it increasingly challenging to maintain his health. The demanding nature of his comedy circuit required constant movement and energy, which in turn made effective diabetes management a formidable task. Realizing the need for significant lifestyle changes, Damon sought to balance his health with his career. Determined to take control of his well-being, Damon embarked on a rigorous journey of self-care. He consulted with medical professionals who offered crucial advice on managing his diabetes. Incorporating regular exercise into his daily routine, he understood the critical role physical activity played in controlling his condition. This commitment marked a significant shift in his lifestyle as he strived to maintain his health while continuing to perform. In February 2015, Damon reached a pivotal moment in his health journey. The severity of his condition forced him to cancel several stand-up shows, as he could no longer endure the demands of air travel. This period of reflection prompted him to reevaluate his priorities, weighing the toll that his high-octane career was taking on his health. As the roar of applause from adoring fans began to fade, Damon Wayans found himself grappling with a more insidious reality. His demanding career was taking a toll on his health. The once distracting clamor of success gave way to the quiet whispers of his body, pleading for relief. Alone in his thoughts, he began to reevaluate his priorities and confront the impact of his relentless pursuit of fame and fortune. The dazzling pace of showbiz had left little room for self-care. Long hours, countless performances, and constant travel had consumed his life, overshadowing personal well-being. In the stillness of reflection, Damon felt a deep pull to reassess what truly mattered. The realization that his career was exacting a heavy price became a burdensome truth he could no longer ignore. Determined to make a change, Damon made the difficult decision to step away from his role in the Lethal Weapon series after completing 13 episodes of its third season. At 58 years old, he recognized that the grueling 16-hour workdays were incompatible with his need for a balanced life, leaving him with scant time for family and self-care. His mother's recent surgery and his daughter's medical needs further emphasized the importance of being present for his loved ones. By informing the show's producers in advance, Damon aimed to provide ample time for them to find a replacement, ensuring a smooth transition. While stepping away from Lethal Weapon marked a significant career shift, it also allowed him the chance to refocus on his health and personal life. Post-departure, Damon chose to step back from the public eye and dedicate more time to his family. He sought a better quality of life, one that enabled him to cherish moments with his children and grandchildren. Although comedy remained his passion, Damon looked forward to returning to the stage when his health allowed, embracing the opportunity to enjoy a more balanced and fulfilling life. In the closing days of December 2015, Damon Wayans faced a daunting new health challenge that tested his courage and resolve more than ever before. The actor, already familiar with the trials of managing type 2 diabetes and a demanding career, received a diagnosis that struck a chilling note: a benign tumor the size of an egg on his pituitary gland. As the gravity of the situation settled over him like a thick fog, Damon was confronted with the urgent need for surgery. The very thought of such a procedure would unsettle even the most steadfast individual. Nevertheless, Damon chose to face this daunting challenge with the same tenacity that had fueled his career successes. The days leading up to the surgery were a tumultuous mix of fear, uncertainty, and a glimmer of hope. Damon's resolve remained steadfast as he prepared for the delicate operation that would remove the tumor. With the skilled hands of his surgeon guiding him through the procedure, he faced the ordeal with a determined heart. The recovery process that followed was arduous and trying. For 3 long months, Damon battled persistent headaches and a relentless struggle to find moments of joy amid the pain. Each day was a test of endurance, filled with obstacles and fleeting moments of despair. Yet Damon's unyielding spirit helped him rise above the challenges, embracing the slow and painful path to healing. During this period, laughter, once his greatest ally and a source of comfort, became a rare and distant companion. As he recuperated, Damon's thoughts often wandered back to the stages he had once illuminated, the audiences who had reveled in his humor, and the camaraderie of his fellow performers. In the quiet of recovery, he longed to return to the spotlight, eager to share his laughter and light with the world once again. Personal life. Damon Wayans' personal life has been marked by both highs and lows. He was previously married to Lisa Thorner, with whom he shares 4 children, sons Damon Wayans Jr. and Michael Wayans, and daughters Cara Mia Wayans and Kyla Wayans. The couple divorced in 2000, but Wayans remains a dedicated father and has since become a grandfather. Additionally, he is the proud uncle of Damien Dante Wayans, Shantae Wayans, and Craig Wayans, continuing to foster a close-knit family network. Wayans' public statements have sometimes stirred controversy. In September 2015, he defended comedian Bill Cosby amid the growing sexual assault allegations against Cosby. Wayans expressed skepticism about the accusations, making provocative comments that questioned the credibility of the claims and the victims' recollections. His remarks drew significant criticism and highlighted the contentious nature of public discourse around sensitive issues. Beyond his illustrious acting career, Damon Wayans has made significant contributions as a producer, scriptwriter, and author. His work extends to a wide array of movies and television shows, showcasing his versatility and creative prowess. Among his literary works, Wayans has authored several comedic books, though his novel Red Hat stands out for its heartfelt narrative, earning a wealth of positive and touching reviews. Wayans, a dedicated father of 4, has also passed on his passion for entertainment to his children. According to IMDb, his offspring made appearances in at least one episode of his popular show, My Wife and Kids. In an exciting new chapter for the Wayans family, Damon Wayans is set to star alongside his son, Damon Wayans Jr., in the upcoming CBS sitcom Papa's House. Scheduled to premiere in September 2024, the show centers on the life of a happily divorced radio host. This new project not only highlights Wayans' enduring influence in the industry, but also marks a significant collaborative venture with his son. Damon Wayans' journey from a beloved sitcom star to a multifaceted entertainer reflects a life marked by both triumphs and trials. As he continues to carve out new paths in his career and reconnect with his family on screen, we can't help but be intrigued by the evolving story of this iconic figure. What are your thoughts on Wayans' remarkable transition from My Wife and Kids to his latest projects? Share your reflections in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into Damon Wayans' life and career, don't forget to like and subscribe for more compelling content about what really happened to your favorite stars. Stay tuned for more updates and stories.